Hi, today I'm going to show you how you can take one idea from a solo and then try and practice it in as many different ways as possible. Let's have a look at what Barry Harris plays at the beginning of his solo on Morning Coffee. Morning Coffee is the piece that I played at the beginning of this video. Now, this is one of my favorite solos, and I think you should listen to the whole thing. There's so much to learn from just this one solo. The song is a 12-bar blues in the key of F, and at the very beginning of his solo, Barry Harris says 1, 2, 3. Now, that's just 3 notes, but I think it sounds really nice. So he goes 1, 2, 3. So now let's see how we can take this idea and practice it and use it in many different ways. So what's Barry doing over here? So the first chord in that 12-bar blues in the key of F is F. And this is an F major chord. The chord tones are F, A, and C. So what Barry does here is he wants to play this F, but he's going to surround the F by playing the notes that are around it. So he plays the note below, then the note above, and then finally comes back to F. That's a cool trick. So he goes, he's surrounding the note. I think other musicians call this enclosure. I just think of it as surrounding a note. So, and in this case, he's surrounding from the bottom to the top, and then he comes back to the middle. And he's starting on the last beat, so he's going 1, 2, 3, so that chord tone falls on beat 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, like that. So now I'm always thinking, well, what can I do with this very simple idea? So the first thing I'm going to do with this surrounding idea is I'm going to apply it to different chord tones. So in the original idea, Barry plays this starting on the root. So he's playing. So you can do things like that. However, I want to try and start on the third. So here's my third. If I'm to surround the third, I have to play the note below and the note above and then come to the third. So like, so I could be doing things like that. That's how I'm starting my phrase. I'm surrounding the third. Let me try and surround the fifth, and let's see. So here's my fifth. So to surround it, I have to play the note below, the note above, and then come back to the fifth. So I could be doing things like that. So experiment by surrounding first the root, 1, 2, 3. That's how Barry does it. Or 1, 2, 3. Or another interesting thing to try out might be to reverse the idea. So instead of starting from the note below, going to the note above, and then coming back to your chord tone, why not start with the note above, then go to the chord below, and still come back to your chord tone? So if I did that to the root, maybe I might have something like, you know. If I did that to the third, as I'm playing that, I'm realizing, you know what, wow, that's nice to go. You could also surround this A with a chromatic note, so it doesn't always have to be a note from the scale. I might just go, you see, so this here is not in the F major scale, but it's still surrounding the A. It's below the A, so I could go. Could even do it on the B flat and play stuff like that, you know. I could do the same on the C. I might go, or I might go. So many ways to do it. Another interesting way to use this might be to start on a different beat. So far, we've been playing this idea starting on beat number 4. As Barry does, he says 1, 2, 3, 4, and you know, with your chord tone coming on beat 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. But what if I decide to play this starting on beat 1? So I could go 1 and 2, 3, you know. Or if I reversed it, maybe I might go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. You know, little things like that. What if we try and put this on beat number 2? Maybe this time let me surround the third. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. You know, 1, 2, and 3. I could put that onto beat number 3. So for instance, I could play something like 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Once you've mastered this idea on the F chord, you can try it on B flat, you can also try it on C, and then you can actually play a 12-bar blues in the key of F. In fact, let me try that right now. The possibilities are endless here. I hope you find this simple 3-note idea useful. Please experiment with it and let me know how it's going. If you haven't already, please click on that subscribe button and subscribe to this channel. If you're interested in learning some more jazz vocabulary and language, feel free to download. I've got a free guide to learning jazz language. So I'm going to attach the link below. Feel free to download it and check it out. And again, please do let me know what you think about that guide and if you're finding it useful. So, I will see you in the next video. Enjoy your practice.